Warren, you just start by explaining why the team announcement has been postponed?
Yeah, just I think with the uncertainty of what was happening, and there's been a lot of meetings and things going on, so just wanted to make sure we got clarity. And in terms of the boys got a day off tomorrow and then come back on Thursday, and we'll announce the team on Thursday.
So I guess at the moment you don't have any assurances over whether this game...
No, not at the moment, but I'm confident that with the discussions that are taking place, that hopefully something will get resolved today.
How many meetings are the players having to have that are not related to the game against England?
Oh, there's probably been half a dozen meetings over the last few days and stuff and things. So, so today was supposed to be a double session, but we've kept it to just this morning, so we're not training this afternoon. Like I said, hopefully those things get resolved and boys turn up on Thursday ready to go for Saturday.
Have you known any sort of chaos like this in the build-up to a big match?
No, it's been a bit of a challenge, but sometimes that galvanises people and brings them together. And like I said, I wanted things to get resolved, hopefully today, and then we can just focus on the game for Saturday.
Are you hopeful that this game will take place?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Nick?
If the game does go ahead, how confident are you that the Welsh team can represent itself properly given the chaotic build-up?
Yeah, it's been a challenge, but in fairness to the players at training, and even this morning, they put their training heads on and trained well. We had a good week last week in terms of working the players incredibly hard, and they responded well to that. So, yeah, there's been things going on behind. Obviously, we're well aware of that, but when it's come to training, they have applied themselves very well, so I've been pleased with that.
Do you understand the problems that the players have in agreeing performance-related pay as a fair chunk of their wages, given that there are likely to be fewer resources available for the regions and therefore weaker sides in the next couple of years?
I'm not sure about your question.
Well, the sticking points, as we understand it, is that a chunk of the players' wages will be dependent on results over the next couple of years with the regions, that is.
Look, my understanding is that the players have asked and requested a number of things to be looked at, and I said there's discussions taking place today, and so I hope those issues will be resolved and the players will be happy with the outcome.
Where do you stand on the 60 cap law?
That's one of the things that are being reviewed, and like I said, discussions are taking place today, and I'm sure hopefully there's a resolution in that, and the players are happy with that.
Do you think that there ought to be some sort of law there in terms of selection of Welsh-based players, even if it's a reduced number of caps in future?
Yeah, possibly, and that's, like I said, that's part of the discussion, and obviously with the regions in terms of supporting the regions. I mean, everyone's spoken before about, and I've on a number of occasions spoken about the 60 cap rule, and it does give the players in Wales a greater opportunity, and there's no doubt about that in terms of the extra preparation they get, not having to go back to their clubs in fallow weeks and being able to train with the national team. And there is an advantage to players being based in Wales and having that chance to be part of the setup and get more preparation time.
And given these problems, any regrets about coming back here in the first place? Have another go?
No, it's been a bit of a whirlwind in terms of being challenging. So look, you've got to accept what you're faced with, and hopefully, like I said, we can get some resolution today and concentrate on the game when we come back to training on Thursday.
James?
Warren, you say you're confident the game will go ahead. Are you hearing positive things from the players then?
I'm hearing positive things from both sides, yeah. So, hopefully the discussions will be acceptable to both sides in terms of making some sort of compromise, and we can get on with the game.
Do you think it will be resolved today rather than tomorrow?
Hopefully it will be sorted out today, yeah.
How tough has this been for you as a coach? Do you ever know anything?
Yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been a challenge, but you've got to put those things behind you and hopefully focus on the game. And that was a big part of today. It was supposed to be a double session, and we went a bit longer this morning in terms of training, because there has been so many things that have been going on behind or outside of rugby, and so just was an opportunity for the players to get away from it, to to sort of refocus individually and then come back on Thursday ready to go.
And have you made any contingency plans if those players were to strike in terms of other players available?
No, I haven't. No.
Alex?
Well, hi. Just on the follow-up question about jumping into the middle of this, when you made the decision to come back, were you aware that this whole situation was kind of loitering in the background? And
I wasn't aware of any of the issues that were taking place at all, yeah.
so it caught you by surprise. When did you first learn about that all this was to be thrashed out in the Six Nations?
Probably last week in terms of, I think it just come to a head because, you know, everyone needs to take some responsibility and I think people are well aware that these negotiations and discussions have been going on for too long. I think the players were given assurances on a number of occasions that it'd be sorted out, and you know, the unfortunate situation that, you know, that they haven't been able to come to an agreement in terms of PRGB and with the union and the regions, and you know, it finally came to a head. So you know, I think we've all been asking for things to get sorted, and you know, I wasn't aware of any of the issues going on when I took the job.
Wish someone had shared them with you.
Well, I wish I'd have known a few things that were going on actually. So yeah, but it's just, you know, like I said, it's been a challenge, but you know, it is what it is, and you just got to, you know, take it on the chin and focus on your role and your job in terms of preparing the team.
Karen?
Warren, as you understand it from the players, how genuine a threat is this? If it's not resolved, will they strike or will the game not?
I think it's a genuine threat, yeah, there's no doubt about that. But like I said, having spoken to a few people today, I'm confident that we will get some resolution.
Hamish?
You're obviously going to name the team today, so you must have a fairly settled idea what you're going to do. Does it change your continuity that you're looking at this week?
We'll name the team on Thursday. Yeah.
Hugh?
You're not training this afternoon because the players don't want to, or because there's meetings that they've got that will try to cost them?
No, I think I made the decision, which was there's been a lot of things that have been going on outside of rugby, and that's been a part of the focus. So rather than training this afternoon, it was kind of like, let's do a longer session this morning and give players an opportunity to go and reset, and like I said, hopefully that resolution takes place, and there's been no discussion from the players about not taking part in training.
Do you feel, Warren, that professional rugby has reached a point, not just here in Wales, but there's crises all over Six Nations, that the evolution of professional rugby has reached a point where a reset button needs to be hit, that the players now feel they have a voice that needs to be heard in a way that perhaps it hasn't been before?
I think with Wales it's a little bit different everywhere else. There's no doubt that the pandemic, you know, in terms of COVID, it has had a significant impact on the finances in the game, and that probably means that not just in Wales but everywhere else, that there probably needs to be a little bit reset and a balance in terms of making sure that you know, people aren't overspending in terms of the monies that are being paid. And I think we're well aware of, you know, a number of stories about that, and there's issues obviously in Wales in terms of keeping within our means, and there's probably been overspend and money generated in the game, and the players are aware of that. They know that going forward there probably needs to be a little bit of a reduction in salaries to make sure that the regions are doing things within their means, and there's no doubt that there's, you know, obviously some issues in England as well in terms of the clubs and with the same sort of problems.
Alex? Oh, sorry, it's Alex.
Warren, is there any concern, time is clearly the essence here, but is there any concern that rushing through changes in the short term to avoid this strike could lead to, you know, long-term ramifications like the 60 cap rule was abolished?
No, I don't think so. I think what the players were asking for, I think, was definitely reasonable in terms of, and there needed to be some negotiation. It's like everything, it's, you know, you've got to find some middle ground, and I think hopefully that, like I said, that the discussions today, there'll be some middle ground where the players are happy with, and and the professional game board will be also happy with some of the concessions that they make as well. So there's not. The thing is, it's not always about when you're in discussion. It's not always about a win-win for one side. You've got to find some compromise, and hopefully that will be the case today.
If you're hopeful that the game's going to be on, what sort of Wales team can we expect? Was I say one that's fired up on the back of all this, one that's
Well, I don't think there's going to be any lack of motivation for Wales playing against England. So, like I said, I needed, today the boys have got a day off tomorrow, and then I'm sure they'll come back if things are resolved, and they'll be completely focused on the game.
Warren, obviously it looks like the region's budgets will go down next season, so obviously the chance of success is probably less. Does that concern you a little bit? Because the standard could obviously go lower at regional level and might not help yourself or the next national coach after you?
No, I don't think that's an issue. I mean, the players have said it's not about the money. They're well aware that the regions have probably been living outside or operating outside their means a little bit, and they're aware that there's probably going to be a reset on the contract. So, hopefully that means those players stay in Wales, and we get the opportunity to develop some more depth and talent in here. I think we would all like to see our regions being more successful, and hopefully that can be the case going forward.
Any other questions? No? Okay, we will
Thank you.
leave it there
Cheers.
then.
Thank you.